If you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. If one's life is simple, contentment has to come. Simplicity is extremely important for happiness. Having few desires, feeling satisfied with what you have is very vital. Satisfaction with just enough food, clothing, and shelter to protect yourself from the elements. There are only 2 days in the year that nothing can be done. One is called yesterday and the other is called tomorrow. Today is the right day to love, believe, do, and mostly live. Happiness is the highest form of health. Don't ever mistake my silence for ignorance, my calmness for acceptance, or my kindness for weakness. Compassion and tolerance are not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. Even a small act of compassion grants meaning and purpose to our lives. Man surprised me most about humanity because he sacrifices his health in order to make money. Then he sacrifices money to recuperate his health. And then he is so anxious about the future that he does not enjoy the present, the result being that he does not live in the present or the future. He lives as if he is never going to die and then dies having never really lived. Just one small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. Do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace. Give the ones you love wings to fly, roots to come back, and reasons to stay. When you talk, you are only repeating something you already know, but if you listen, you may learn something new. The planet does not need more successful people. The planet desperately needs more peacemakers, healers, restorers, storytellers, and lovers of all kinds. If the mind is tranquil and occupied with positive thoughts, the body will not easily fall prey to disease. Once your mind is calm and full of love, there is no room for hatred or fear. Others will trust you because of your open heart. Someone else's action should not determine your response. Every day, think as you wake up, today I am fortunate to be alive. I have a precious human life. I am not going to waste it. I am going to use all my energies to develop myself, to expand my heart out to others, to achieve enlightenment for the benefit of all beings. I am going to have kind thoughts towards others. I am not going to get angry or think badly about others. I am going to benefit others as much as I can. Our prime purpose in this life is to help others, and if you can't help them, at least don't hurt them. Limitless like the ocean are your excellent qualities. Whether one is rich or poor, educated or illiterate, religious or non-believing, man or woman, black, white, or brown, we are all the same. Physically, emotionally, and mentally, we are all equal. We all share basic needs for food, shelter, safety, and love. We all aspire to happiness, and we all shun suffering. Each of us has hopes, worries, fears, and dreams. Each of us wants the best for our family and loved ones. We all experience pain when we suffer loss and joy when we achieve what we seek. On this fundamental level, religion, ethnicity, culture, and language make no difference. Compassion is the wish to see others free from suffering. The question is not to know what is the meaning of life, but what meaning I can give to my life. I am increasingly convinced that the time has come to find a way of thinking about spirituality and ethics beyond religion altogether. My belief is that the various religious traditions have great potential to increase compassion, the sense of caring for one another, and the spirit of reconciliation. However, I believe that a human being without religious faith can be a very good person, sincere, a good heart, having a sense of concern for others, without belief in a particular religious faith. When you think everything is someone else's fault, you will suffer a lot. When you realize that everything springs only from yourself, you will learn both peace and joy. We are all here on this planet, as it were, as tourists. None of us can live here forever. The longest we might live is 100 years. So while we are here, we should try to have a good heart and to make something positive and useful of our lives. Whether we live just a few years or a whole century, it would be truly regrettable and sad if we were to spend that time aggravating the problems that afflict other people, animals, and the environment. The most important things is to be a good human being. When reason ends, then anger begins. Therefore, anger is a sign of weakness. Whether we love humanity or not, we must realize that we are part of it. My future depends entirely on the future of humanity, and so I am compelled to take care of humanity. That is why being compassionate is actually in my own best interest, and a symptom of my own peace of mind is that I can share comfort with others around me. I don't take myself too seriously. That makes me happy. The greater the level of calmness of our mind, the greater our peace of mind, the greater our ability to enjoy a happy and joyful life. No material object, however beautiful or valuable, can make us feel loved, because our deeper identity and true character lie in the subjective nature of the mind. The more we care for the happiness of others, the greater is our own sense of well-being. This is my simple religion. There is no need for temples, no need for complicated philosophy. Our own brain, our own heart is our temple. The philosophy is kindness. Women have the capacity to lead us to a more peaceful world with compassion, affection, and kindness. Follow the 3 Rs: respect for self, respect for others, responsibility for all your actions. Through difficult experiences, life sometimes becomes more meaningful. Anger cannot be overcome by anger. If someone is angry with you and you show anger in return, the result is a disaster. On the other hand, if you control your anger and show its opposite, love, compassion, tolerance, and patience, not only will you remain peaceful, but the other person's anger will also diminish. Be kind whenever possible. It is always possible. Don't be a person of success, be a person of value. If someone does not smile at you, be generous and offer your own smile. Nobody needs a smile more than the one that cannot smile to others. Pain can change you, but that doesn't mean it has to be a bad change. Take that pain and turn it into wisdom. A positive state of mind is not merely good for you, it benefits everyone with whom you come into contact, literally changing the world. Remember that the best relationship is one in which your love for each other exceeds your need for each other. We often add to our pain and suffering by being overly sensitive, overreacting to minor things, and sometimes taking things too personally. When you realize you've made a mistake, take immediate steps to correct it. A heart full of love and compassion is the main source of inner strength, willpower, happiness, and mental tranquility. It is important to reflect on the kindness of others. Every aspect of our present well-being is due to others' hard work. The buildings we live and work in, the roads we travel, the clothes we wear, and the food we eat are all provided by others. None of them would exist but for the kindness of so many people unknown to us. The more you are motivated by love, the more fearless and free your action will be. The way to overcome negative thoughts and destructive emotions is to develop opposing positive emotions that are stronger and more powerful. A tree with strong roots can withstand the most violent storm, but the tree can't grow roots just as the storm appears on the horizon. You have to start giving first and expect absolutely nothing. My religion is very simple. My religion is kindness. The period of greatest gain in knowledge and experience is the most difficult period in one's life. Moving towards better rather than moving away from bad is an attitude of embracing life rather than rejecting it. Whether you believe in God or not does not matter so much. Whether you believe in Buddha or not does not matter so much. As a Buddhist, whether you believe in reincarnation or not does not matter so much. You must lead a good life. And a good life does not mean just good food, good clothes, good shelter. These are not sufficient. A good motivation is what is needed. Compassion, without dogmatism, without complicated philosophy, just understanding that others are human brothers and sisters and respecting their rights and human dignity. The problems we face today, violent conflicts, destruction of nature, poverty, hunger, and so on, are human-created problems which can be resolved through human effort, understanding, and the development of a sense of brotherhood and sisterhood. We need to cultivate a universal responsibility for one another and the planet we share. Every day, think as you wake up, today I am fortunate to be alive, I have a precious human life, I am not going to waste it. Sometimes one creates a dynamic impression by saying something, and sometimes one creates as significant an impression by remaining silent. Foolish, selfish people are always thinking of themselves, and the result is always negative. Wise persons think of others, helping them as much as they can, and the result is happiness. Love and compassion are beneficial both for you and others. Through your kindness to others, your mind and heart will open to peace. Everyone wants a happy life without difficulties or suffering. We create many of the problems we face. No one intentionally creates problems, but we tend to be slaves to powerful emotions like anger, hatred, and attachment that are based on misconceived projections about people and things. We need to find ways of reducing these emotions by eliminating the ignorance that underlies them and applying opposing forces. Without love, we could not survive. Human beings are social creatures, and a concern for each other is the very basis of our life together. Try to improve. Don't expect too much, but don't feel discouraged either. Keep up your enthusiasm. You will make progress. Like anyone else, I too have the potential for violence. I too have anger in me. However, I try to recall that anger is a destructive emotion. I remind myself that scientists now say that anger is bad for our health. It eats into our immune system. So anger destroys our peace of mind and our physical health. We shouldn't welcome it or think of it as natural or as a friend. The quality of everything we do, our physical actions, our verbal actions, and even our mental actions depends on our motivation. That's why it's important for us to examine our motivation in our day-to-day life. If we cultivate respect for others and our motivation is sincere, if we develop a genuine concern for others' well-being, then all our actions will be positive. Don't use Buddhism to become a Buddhist. Use Buddhism to become better at whatever else in your life you are doing already. Some people, sweet and attractive and strong and healthy, happen to die young. They are masters in disguise teaching us about impermanence. Because we all share this planet Earth, we have to learn to live in harmony and peace with each other and with nature. This is not just a dream, but a necessity. If there is a solution to a problem, there is no need to worry. And if there is no solution, there is no need to worry. If we look down at the world from space, we would not see any demarcations of national boundaries. We would simply see one small planet, just one. If you want to change the world, first try to improve and bring about change within yourself. That will help change your family. From there, it just gets bigger and bigger. Everything we do has some effect, some impact. So the smart brain must be balanced with a warm heart, a good heart, a sense of responsibility, of concern for the well-being of others. We have a responsibility to look after our planet. It is our only home. Good human qualities, honesty, sincerity, a good heart, cannot be bought with money, nor can they be produced by machines, but only by the mind itself. We can call this the inner light, or God's blessing, or human quality. This is the essence of mankind. Today, more than ever before, life must be characterized by a sense of universal responsibility, not only nation to nation and human to human, but also human to other forms of life. We forget that despite the superficial differences between us, people are equal in their basic wish for peace and happiness. Friends, genuine friends, have much more to do with whether we have a warm heart, not money or power. God exists or God does not exist. Leave it for us. Your task is to learn how to live peacefully. Never give up no matter what is going on. Never give up. Develop the heart. Too much energy in your country is spent developing the mind instead of the heart. Be compassionate, not just to your friends, but to everyone. Be compassionate. Work for peace in your heart and in the world. Work for peace. And I say again, never give up no matter what is going on around you. Never give up. Many people and companies only have one goal: money, money, and more money. Greed is okay when you let others profit from it, but greed for oneself is bad. It makes you ill. If you are honest, truthful, and transparent, people trust you. If people trust you, you have no grounds for fear, suspicion, or jealousy. If there is no solution to the problem, then don't waste time worrying about it. If there is a solution to the problem, then don't waste time worrying about it. Education is the proper way to promote compassion and tolerance in society. Compassion and peace of mind bring a sense of confidence that reduce stress and anxiety, whereas anger and hatred come from frustration and undermine our sense of trust. Because of ignorance, many of our problems are our own creation. Education, however, is the instrument that increases our ability to employ our own intelligence. Each of us has the potential to contribute. You have a great opportunity to make a new shape of the world. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, and comment on this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Thoughts Club channel for more amazing videos.